Greetings, greetings, greetings. You are now tuned into the vault. Trust Christian, own nothing, control everything. Just want to thank you for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in on the replay. It's always appreciated. This is the vault, episode 364, privacy and the depth of freemium. So I just want to welcome everybody to listening to the episode. Feel free to like the video. Feel free to subscribe and actually hit the notification button so you can know when we go live. You can type into the chat while we're live. So always hit the notification button more than once. Got to hit it twice actually to get the notifications of when we go live so you can hear these pop-up episodes. We actually have traditional episodes or standard episode usually every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on what time zone you're in. So if you want to know, just go look at what is the easiest time zone in the world. So uh, appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay. Once again, this is episode 364, privacy and the depth of freemium. Appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay. So we're just gonna go ahead straight into it. This episode is to cover what people ask about all the time: is privacy still alive in 2022? Knowing that people feel like their rights are being infringed upon, their private rights are being infringed upon, and knowing that really, if you're in the public, public and private don't mix. So, how can you expect to get a result of privacy in the public sector? That doesn't work. So, we're going to go over that today. Appreciate Carrollton, Ohio for tuning in live, listen to replay. Always appreciate any of the listeners from Carrollton, Ohio, tuning in live, listen, replay. Feel free if you listening even in the replay. Feel free to type into the chat. Always appreciate everybody that types into the chat. If you want to reach out, feel free. Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, it's Christian at trustchristian.com for the email to reach out, whether it's consultation, trustee training. So we're gonna cover actually quite a bit of examples today. We've literally just taking in consultations for quite a bit of time now, and people continue to ask the same questions. People have asked the same questions for years. They ask about privacy in the public. For some odd reason, people don't copyright their content. They just post it on some public website that has a www. It's one of those things. If you cared about privacy so much, why would you be posting your private information, your copyright information, your pictures, your words? Why would you post it on the internet freely? Well, because you're in the freemium age. The age of freemium is these websites that offer you free services, supposedly, even if it's a Google email account, they're offering you a free email. But now, when you look at the business model, obviously these companies are in the business of making money. So when you get to a certain point where you need to buy storage, where you have to buy data storage, where you have to buy additional space, things of that nature, the business model of freemium will go out the window at one point. It's actually going out the window as we speak. Even when you talk about major websites, all the time are adding some level of premium service to their freemium service. So we're going to cover that today. And the companies that you all are engaging with that are still utilizing this business model, because people say, oh, well, they're stealing my information. Well, in my private information, they're holding my information hostage. This company won't allow me to shut down my profile. This company won't allow me to take all my information off of their website because guess what? You gave them your private information for free. So appreciate New York. People or anybody from New York tuning in live, listen to replay. We got some people up in New York listening live. Appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listen to replay from New York. So we're just going to go ahead into this freemium model. One of the examples that we can, especially for the millennials, because they swear out that they're the smartest group on the planet and are getting duped for free information all the time, statistics, data, all of it is being calculated on them. They're going to be the first generation, or one of the first generations, where the abundance of data is going to be collected upon them, from their eating habits to their sexual habits to their web surfing habits to their any habits that you have. If you're engaging in a public, quote unquote, a free service, data is being collected. So we're going to go ahead over, and this is not to be considered or construed to be legal advice, financial advice, whether it comes to you all figuring it out, but for some odd reason, people just haven't figured it out. And this is because the millennials have a high level of arrogance, of what they think is what do we call it? They just think they know it all, which is very unfortunate. Because when you go look at when you go look at a company such as a Robinhood, we got to start there. Once again, this is not financial advice or legal advice. When we look at this company, they offer this so-called free service. I mean, you got to be one of you can't be too smart when you think that you can actually trade securities for free. Now, if you're not too smart, you're going to think that you can trade securities for free. This is the bottom line. Oh, the platform is free. People come to us all the time. Well, what about this platform called Robinhood? First of all, if the company is allowing you to do what we know you have, when you deal with any major institution, so that means they're not major. Why aren't they major? Because they're doing it for free. When you go look at other major institutions, they have fees. That's how these companies make money, right? Oh, we're going to come in and change the game. Freemium service. Freemium service. You can just trade securities for free. We're not going to charge you a commission fee. We're not going to charge you any fees. Right. So what are they doing? How are they making money if you're a broker of securities, correct? That means they're taking it from the market and selling it to you, the retail investor. Not the institutional investor, the retail investor. So let's go there. How does that work? Well, from the way things are looking, they're selling your information. See, people forgot that trading was a zero sum game. Why? Because the millennials and the group of people that are engaging in these platforms are arrogant. They haven't done their proper research. They haven't investigated before they invest. They want to sit here and say, well, I'm going to go on this website, on this app, download it for free because they think everything's supposed to be free. When you hear climate change, clean air is not free anymore. When you hear about climate change, clean water's not free anymore. But hey, we can make millions of dollars off a freemium trading platform, correct? Right. So they're going to go to this website. They're going to go and get this free information so they can get free trades. And they think that the institutions, because they don't understand that they're a retail investor, they don't understand that the information is being sold, because that's the business model. It's a marketing platform. That's the business model. So we get over to this platform. Oh, it's going to be free. It's going to be free. We don't have any commission. They think they pioneered something. Our whole business model was based off of marketing to people that we're a commission-free platform. Yeah, they don't need commissions. Why? Because they're selling your information to a institution, to the bank. When you're buying, they're selling. Now, you ask the average retail investor, when they're selling, who's buying? Do you have to sell out of the position? Is the platform an educational platform? Sure. Of course, we're going to give you some free information. We're going to give you the information that the institution sold us or gave us, because we sold the information to them. We sold them your demographics of your age. We sold them how much money you put in the account. We actually sharing with them the positions that you're taking. Why? You don't think the brokers, the major institutional brokers, are doing that? The, they're doing that, but they're also collecting fees. So you get to the freemium model says, well, we're not going to get the fees. We're just going to get a larger cut from the institutions because we don't need the fees. We're going to go after an untapped market, the so-called unbanked. You heard that term before? Underbanked. What does that mean? Oh, well, all you got to do is get a cell phone, get a Wi-Fi connection, and then you'll get some free information. You'll be able to trade freely without commissions. Right. But for some odd reason, you don't hear millionaires popping up off of these platforms. Why? Because the information is being sold. The institutions are taking the opposite position as you. If you're utilizing these platforms, well, I just wanted to, trade the bit junk and the crypto and all this other stuff, because I can trade that on this platform for free, right? Right. I can get in this trade for free, right? Right. So I'm gonna go on this platform, get free information, and I'm gonna be able to trade freely. And little do I know, I haven't done my research on this one little company. Oh man, you know, this company right here, they gave me the opportunity to trade for free. Okay. But little do you know, they're selling off your information. They're selling off your trades. They're selling off the frequency of your trades. How often do you log into the app? You think they don't know the statistics of how often you log into the app? It's big data. They're selling big data to the institutions to take the opposite position as you because trading is a zero sum game. When someone's buying, someone's selling. When someone's selling, someone's buying. But you got a whole generation of people, a whole group of people. Oh, I'm on this app. So we're going to go ahead and continue talking about the so called tech boom that we've been living through for 22 years now, where the so-called tech companies, the free ones, you remember the freemiums? Oh, you go on these social media websites. It's free. You can connect. You can do social media marketing for free. You can do social media marketing for free. What happened when Facebook allowed people to start advertising? It went from free advertising on your page to where there's limiting posts now. You didn't know that? And they know that and not only have they collected enough data to know that we're going to limit your post a day to make you advertise through marketing our marketing arm. That's the depth of freemium. First, you could just go on the website. You could advertise on the website as much as you want. You could post as much as you want. You see, the olders know this because they've been on it long enough. But now, the olders that are understanding of that, guess what they're doing? They're paying for ads right now while you're still trying to just advertise for free because you think that this is a free marketing website. This is a free advertising website. I don't need to go and, use the payment system that they set up to boost my stuff in the algorithm for advertising. You think you're going to get better advertising if you don't go and pay for advertising on these platforms? You think you're going to go viral without having to pay for marketing? What a joke. We've been living through the freemium age for the past 22 years. You all have seen MySpace transition. That was one of the first major social media companies that was free. Who did they get replaced by? They got replaced by the premium model. We get enough people on here for free, and now we're going to allow you to pay for advertising. It doesn't matter if you're big or you're small, but you can pay for advertising. So the death of freemium is upon us. Oh man, well, I'm gonna just go on Robinhood because I can trade for free, commission free. You know who MySpace is. For some odd reason though, you know, oh man, you don't really deal with them anymore because free isn't the best way to go. Clean air's not free. Clean water's not free. But for some odd reason, we can advertise for free. Yeah, right. So let's go look at how this freemium model is working when you go look at these companies because people swear out, oh, it's the long term play, Christian. Trust Christian involved. It's the long term play. We're actually going to share with you how Robinhood actually looks right now. Not only did this company go public, the company went public in 2021. Company went public, IPO, $35. A year later, today, January 8th, 2022, it's $15. Now, if the company pioneered commission-free trades and was so valuable to the market, why would they be $15 stock wise? Oh man, because what? You think institutions don't understand the value of this company? They do understand the value of the company. It's trash. It's like MySpace. It's like Facebook. Why do you think Facebook just went and it wasn't a part of a merger and acquisition? They were a part of just literally consolidating. They did what Google did when Google went to Alphabet, but nevertheless, uh, we're talking about the fact that they were free. They went from free to where you can pay for advertising premium, not freemium anymore. And you see the same thing is happening with this company, Robinhood. Now, this company started out with IPO over $35, and a year later is down 50% in your portfolio. So if you think you're smart and you're dealing with these freemium platforms, talking about some, oh man, this company is a great company to put my money on. Why is this company lost half of its market value in a year? Because it's a joke. Because it's a joke. It's laughable. Oh, Christian, I can't believe you say that about it. Trust Christian Raw, I can't believe you say that about somebody's company. We're just talking objectively about value. Because this was what this is about. It's about value. If the company was so valuable, why does the market not agree with it? Who do you think has the most money in there? The poor people that are trying to get a couple dollars out of it, or the institutions? When you go research the company, who do you think had their money in the company? Majority of it. Institutions. Who you think took their money out of it? And why you think they're down 50% a year later? The institutions. Who you think's holding that other 50% maybe now? Public retail traders. That not only did they have their money on the platform, they invested in the stock. Oh man, freemium. Let me go get, let me go get these platforms that are free. We just you keep your ear to the street and you start looking at these companies. Let's look at this company. So a lot of people in the States might know this company. Uh, a lot of people don't know about this company. But we're going to go over this company because this is the world you're living in. And the faster you get hip to it, millennials and younger, because the olders, they have pension plans. They have investment programs. Why do you think Robinhood blew up? Because millennials know there's no pension plan driving for Uber. There's no pension plan doing Uber Eats. There's no pension plan for these gig society working part time. Supposedly you can make millions of dollars in your part time, not driving for Uber. So hey, here's the next get rich quick scheme. Let's get on the freemium platform called Robinhood, and we're gonna get money. It's gonna be so easy. We can refer people. The company dang near should have just said they were a what? Multi-level marketing company. Why? Because we literally have people come up and say, well, if you sign up with Robinhood, I get a referral fee. I get a free, what do they call it? A free stock or part of a stock. This company's offering stock. How? They're a brokerage company, supposedly, right? But they're offering you free stock. And they got people walking around talking like this. So let's talk about it. Let's go to this other company. A lot of the olders, maybe older millennials may know. People really under 30, under 28 probably really don't know about a company called Groupon. And even if you do know about a company called Groupon, no problem. The company IPO'd 2017 at 70 plus dollars. That means when it went to the public market where the private investors were already in it, where the big banks were already in it, it IPO'd at $70. Well, let's go see. This is a freemium website once again. Actually owns Living Social and other websites. This company IPO'd for $70 plus. Let's look at this company now. 2021, 2022 on January 8th. This company is worth, not worth, excuse me. The stock is at $23. I mean, you gotta be able to do your research. You gotta investigate before you invest. Well, the internet's moving so fast and we're living in the 21st century and it's moving so fast. I don't know what to do because you're not investigating, because you haven't been taught proper investigation skills. So I don't know what a good stock is from a bad stock. I don't know a good company from a bad company. I'm just following the trends, right? Now, this is a company that all they do is connect you to services of companies, and they supposedly give the companies are going to give you a discount for going through this free website. But if a company was so valuable, it IPO'd at 70, legitimate. It's down over 50% in 5 years. They haven't even recovered in 5 years. But you're still on Robinhood because it's the latest trend. It's the latest freemium platform, just like the rest of them. It's hard to believe that these companies are selling your information. Why? Because I thought there was privacy. I thought we had some level of privacy on the internet. When net neutrality went out of the window, maybe a few years back now. These companies don't have to show partiality. Why do you think these companies have gone in front of the government, gone in front of the Senate, excuse me, gone in front of Congress and actually said, hey, look, we put on our website, we can't guarantee you're going to make money. We can't guarantee you anything. What about these other companies that, well, are we stealing your information? Because it's privacy, right? You know, you're supposed to be able to put your information on. You're supposed to be able to take your information off if you want. But they have disclaimers saying, once you put it on our website, you don't own it anymore. But people in the public want to complain about privacy in the era of the 21st century when you're on the World Wide Web. How are you going to complain about the World Wide Web? How are you going to complain about a public platform and you say you're private? Well, that's because people haven't been trained properly in privacy. Whether that's trust, Christian, and involved, people haven't been trained in privacy. So the trustee training allows people to know through continuing education how to maintain that privacy. Why can't you copyright your images and put them on Facebook or put them on Instagram? Why can't you copyright your images before you put them on there? Because people are lazy. They don't want to go copyright their information. They don't want to go copyright their pictures so they can hold these companies accountable. It's a partnership. It's an agreement. It's a relationship. What's wrong with holding them accountable? Well, Church Christian in the Vault, because it's too much work. I don't know how to go copyright something. I don't know how to copyright my portfolio of pictures that I'm going to upload to the World Wide Web. And that's part of the reason why these companies own what you consider your private information, your pictures. Well, I tried to shut my account down, but I can't shut my account down. It's not that easy anymore to just close your account on Facebook. Why? Because the government just made them enforce the fact that, hey, you need to put the disclaimer a little bit bigger for the idiots. Put it a little bit bigger for them. That when you put it on our website, it's not yours anymore. But what happened if we had a copyright? Somehow it ended up on their website. but it's still copywritten. Granted, that's public. Copyrights are public, but we also know who owns the rights. Who copyrighted wrote it first? Did you just arbitrarily throw it on the World Wide Web? Or did you create a private barrier between your digital image and their website? Did you copyright your digital image? Everybody wants to talk about these NFTs. Everybody wants to talk about these so-called digital assets. We're moving into crypto digital assets. You're moving into crypto digital assets because you're trying to subvert the copyright system in the United States or whatever country you're in. You're trying to subvert the copyright system. That's what these companies are trying to do. Well, we're going to create our own original copyright. Well, hey, super genius, did you know if you actually had a real copyright, you can go into court and sue people? That's what the system is set up for. The copyright system is set up for you to sue people when they steal something that's not theirs. How are you going to be able to sue people? How are you going to be able to sue people if you actually don't have any private rights in the first place? If you don't enforce your private rights in the first place? Well, I'm a little lazy. I don't really know how to copyright pictures. I see this website called Getty Images. I see that on a lot of the celebrity stuff, the Getty Images company. But I'm not a Getty, right? I'm not a Getty Image company. But you didn't go set that Getty Image company up for your family. You didn't go set up to protect your family's digital assets, your family's digital property. And we're in the age of internet theft. People want to talk about copyrights, but if you really had a copyright, you'd be able to sue somebody. If you really had a trademark, you'd be able to sue somebody. If you had a patent, you'd be able to sue somebody because they're infringing on the private rights. But for some odd reason, no, Trust Christian Vault, we're too lazy to go do that. The millennials, we don't want to do that. We want to take the easy route. We're going to let some other tech guy, some other tech lady, create this NFT platform that we're going to upload our free information that's uncopywritten through the private system of copyright and put it on their website. And then we're going to try to act like they're the new copyright system. Now, see, this is how you know that the millennials have a real issue. First of all, there's one copyright system in the United States. United States Trademark and Patent and Copyright Office, correct? Correct. When you go to these NFT websites, there's more than one. So, do you think these little rinky-dink companies that barely got 100 employees working for them is going to protect the digital property you upload to them? Yeah, they're going to protect the property. They're going to protect your data. They're going to protect your images. They're going to protect it all. Just like Robinhood. Just like Facebook. It's the beginning of the end. It's unfortunate that the millennials have fell for this basura. It's garbage. It's garbage. Oh man, what you trying to say? I can't. So what you trying? Y'all think we don't know about NFTs? These people are crazy. Oh man, this is the way you protect your digital images. Through a company that doesn't even have 100 employees. That's not, they don't even have a public offering. They're not private. Why? You got to upload it to the internet, which is the World Wide Web, which is a public platform first. But yeah, I'm not going to do it privately. I'm not going to, create a private copyright. People don't even know how to create a private copyright. They think private copyrights aren't legit. Oh man, I'm not even going to. I don't even know how to do a private copyright. Trust Christian in the vault. I don't know how to do no private copyrights. I didn't know. That's the common law copyright, right? I thought those don't work anymore. The common law copyright where I take the image, I mail it to myself or I mail it to somebody else. Yeah. Oh, or I didn't take the image and put by a company or by X, Y, and Z and publish it in a public newspaper showing that I'm the first publisher of this content. I'm going to go through some rinky-dink NFT website. Oh, I'm going to go through the NFT website and copyright the images. A company that, what happens when that company, yeah, first of all, y'all need to stop playing games out here. Y'all act like Facebook's website hasn't been shut down. Y'all try to act like Twitter's website hasn't been shut down. Y'all try to act like Instagram's website hasn't been shut down. All these companies shut down for maintenance, okay? These companies shut down all the time. So y'all ain't heard of the United States Patent and Trademark Office shutting down. You might have heard the government saying, "Oh, we gotta renew the debt ceiling." You might have to say, "Oh, we gotta worry about the funding." But guess what? You actually have to pay for a copyright. You actually have to pay for that. But with the freemium model, I ain't gotta pay to get an NFT image created. I'm just gonna go through them to do it. And you think they not stealing your information? You think they not selling your information? You think they're not copywriting your information on your behalf? But people say, "Oh, where's the privacy on the internet?" Well, that's why you gotta take classes with Trust Christian and Vote and actually do that. Christian and trustchristian.com. That's a consultation. That might be one consultation for you where you just learn how to say, okay, we need to learn how to put a private agreement in place for this particular company to copyright these images, and then we could upload the content to the internet. But hey, it's the internet. We're living in an age of lack of information, not an abundance of it. Because there's an abundance of information out there for sure. But is it quality information? Is it accurate information? How come you're not contacting the lawyers for these NFTs? We do. How come you're not contacting them? Asking them, how do we protect our information before we NFT it? But it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Because it's utilizing the freemium model. Hey, upload your digital images, upload your digital assets to our website, and we're going to protect it. We're going to give you some code. And then we're going to help you pull out we're going to help you pull out of the so-called central banking system. Are you serious? Are you serious? Do you know about the IMF? Do you know about the World Bank? Are you serious? You think some little rinky-dink website is going to put the IMF, which is giving governments money, you think they're going to put the IMF out of business? You think that they're gonna put the World Bank out of business? We're gonna revolutionize the financial industry. We're gonna create a whole new digital asset. That's where they are, digital. They're not hard assets. So-called wealthy people, they're focused on having hard assets: cars, collectible art, jewelry, diamonds, pearls. But hey, we're living in an age of you don't really need a diamond ring anymore. Just get your wedding ring through a digital asset. That's just as good. It's valuable there. Let's sell some digital real estate. We're going to sell your house next to my house on the digital real estate. So they left the freemium model, and now you're utilizing what little bit of cash or what cash you have and investing in what? Investing in other people's product over the internet. You're investing in their premium model, their freemium model. It's really unfortunate to see this nowadays. It really is, because we've had people come to the vault all the time. They ask us about this stuff, and we just we get these questions all the time. That's why we're addressing it. People ask, is there any protection? Yeah, the protection is there when you put yourself in the correct position by either focusing on privacy or getting around private people and understanding how to do that, but not catering to these freemium platforms that are selling your information. Bottom line. Oh man, ain't no way. How Facebook gonna sell my information? Didn't they attack Facebook for selling your information? Yeah, and now they're not called that anymore. They're called Meta. Because remember, when you're going through a bad financial time, you rebrand the company. Are you familiar with that business model? Oh man, I didn't think about it that way. Why would they change the name of the company? Because bad publicity means no investors. Why would we keep investing in a company that doesn't that's doing this model? Well, MySpace didn't rebrand. Facebook did. Now we see how they're going to continue on. This is a interesting times we're living in when you see this type of BS. Unfortunate. It's really silly. We just encourage you all, young millennials, 41 and under in 2022, to really look into these freemium models and ask yourself, is this really free? Because freedom's not free, let alone a website that you think's not going to steal your information when we're in the age of information. And that's why they're stealing your information. But they're not stealing it. Guess what? It's like everything else in the world. It's through voluntary consent. You volunteered the information over. How? Didn't you read the privacy policy at the beginning when you signed up? Well, what do you think? Go back and look at the interviews when they're talking to Zuckerberg. When they're asking him, hey, do you think people read the privacy policy? What, why do you think they actually just block these websites from creating a kid's version of the website? Because they're stealing information. Now, it's not stealing technically, because the Gov asked them that in the interview. They said, do you think people actually read these privacy policies? Well, what do you think he said? And this is a paraphrase, and we encourage you all to go look at it and look at the interviews that they had with them for years now. Whether it's the owners of Twitter, whether it's the founders of Twitter, whether it's the founders of Instagram, whether it's the founders of Facebook, all these so-called big social media websites that are just taking your information and selling it off. The bottom line, they're selling the information. Who they selling the information to? Well, supposedly we're not selling the information. We're selling advertising. So we have an advertising company, an advertising arm. So not only are you on there for free, they got a whole nother division for advertising that they're selling the information. To who? Well, to these big companies. Now, we don't sell them specific things. Right. We don't sell them specific things. We just sell them the opportunity to market. But for some odd reason, when you go to Facebook, or excuse me, we're not isolating one Facebook company. We're not downgrading these companies. We're not upgrading these companies. We're talking about them objectively. This is a general conversation about business in general. With all these companies won't even be around in 5 years. You don't know who Groupon is anymore. You don't know who Facebook is. I mean, you don't know who MySpace is anymore. Look at Robinhood. It lost half its value in a year on the stock market. But you want to sit here and talk about these business models are quality business models. These companies are getting valued at over $100 million. These companies are getting valued at billions of dollars. For what? Because the value's in the data. The value's not in their rinky-dink website. Some little stinky WordPress website. Are you serious? Y'all heard about TikTok being a Chinese, what do they call it? A Chinese surveillance company? Oh man, I don't want to hear that. Trust Christian Revolt. It's the latest trend. Come on now. Don't tell me that. I can't. What do you mean? I'm on there, man. I'm making money off of this thing. I'm on here selling I'm doing advertising for my company on the platform. So how is it a Chinese surveillance company? Let's go see where this company, TikTok, actually is created at. I mean, this is just crazy. We're living in the age of stupidity. It's crazy. Like, oh man, I can't believe it. There's no way it could be. Why would the government allow this company to be stealing my information? Why would the government do that? The government's already interviewed Facebook. The government's already interviewed the Twitter company. They've interviewed these companies. They told them what they were doing. Oh no, no, no. I can't believe that. I can't believe that that's the case. It's crazy, man. Just, oh man, we're not selling information to anybody illegally or fraudulently. Look, man, y'all could go ahead and feel free to continue to utilize these platforms. Is this company really based in China? I mean, we're not trying to talk bad about nobody, because we're not talking bad about nobody. But there's no way you're going to say that these companies are legitimate companies. This is crazy. This is a Chinese company. The Chinese are known for stealing things. Sorry you got a bad reputation, Chinese people, but this is the reality. The reality is this company is Chinese based. Hey, we're going to go ahead and give the Chinese their props. They're great at reduplicating people's information fraudulently. Of course they are. They're excellent at it. Did you know you can go to China actually get the body of a car and put it on? It doesn't even have to be a true like high end car or name brand car, and actually put it on a body, put it on an engine, put it on a frame. That's not actually the car that the frame's supposed to that the shell of the car is supposed to be on. Did you know that? So you could be riding around with a Honda, but actually have a major car company's body on the car, and people won't know. But I can't believe, how is this legal? Trust Christian in the vault. How are they able to steal my information? How can they do this? Well, it's business, not personal. It's public, not private. That's the reality. Well, I didn't read the information. I didn't read the disclosures on the website. Who has time to read the disclosures on the website? We're in the age of idiots that don't want to read the disclosures on the website. I'm going to keep using it after I know they're stealing and surveillancing me. They're data mining. But I don't really know that data is the most valuable thing in the 21st century. Appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay. Y'all can feel free to reach out, Christian at trustchristian.com. We've been doing this for years. We talk about privacy, we talk about trusteeship, and being in a position where the trustee knows how to conduct him or herself as a trustee, whether that's publicly or privately. Because it's trustee training. We provided trustee training for years to people families that are looking to be in trusteeship. Trust Christian, own nothing, control everything. This is the Vault episode 364, Privacy and the Death of Freemium. And it is just that. It's the death of freemium. That business model is going out the window. We've seen companies go under already. Let's go look at this. We can't look at a major company as a Facebook with the stocks because they keep getting money. Like when we say they keep getting money, that means that their 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 platform, yeah, their platform is it's always going to have capital going in it. It's one of the major platforms. And remember, they just reconsolidated to where they are part of a conglomerate like a Google. So when you go look at their stock before they made that move to Meta, it's just different now. And we see these things, but you have to keep your ear to the street. You have to get around the right people. Bottom line. And we just wanted to share this with the trustees because they sitting on the internet wondering, hey, can I keep posting on the internet, and where is my privacy going to be protected if I'm, own nothing, control everything? Well, you don't own your pictures anymore once you upload them to these public websites. Right, that's trust. But you can't control it because you can have contracts in place before you upload it. That's the difference. Trust Christian, know not to control everything. Appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay. Feel free to reach out, Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, look forward to hearing from you all, Christian at trustchristian.com. Enjoy the rest of your